In this video, I will be talking about concordancia, an adjective with number and gender in Spanish. So remember, in Spanish, if we want to make a word plural and it ends in a consonant, for example, papeles, we would change el papel to los papeles. So what we do is we add an es to our consonant. And then if a word ends in a vowel, for example, el libro, the book, then to make that plural, we would change that L to los, and to make libro plural, we would say libros. So we just add an S. So práctica, we have el cuaderno would become los cuadernos. La carpeta would become las carpetas. El papel would become los papeles. And el diccionario would become los diccionarios. So we're going to go into adjectives today. An adjective, as you may already know, is a word that describes a noun. In Spanish, we have to make sure that our adjectives agree in number. So that's the singular and plural, and gender. It's like a puzzle, basically. Gender meaning it's masculine or feminine. It's a little bit backwards in Spanish. We say, in English, we would say something like the yellow house. Yellow would be your adjective, house is your noun. But in Spanish, the adjective comes after the noun, and it would be la casa amarilla. So in a Spanish sentence, your adjectives are going to go after your noun, and they have to agree in number and gender. So let's look at some examples. So if we have a masculine adjective, let's say that it ends in an O. So say that we had bonito. So bonito is going to become bonitos if it were masculine plural. But also if there was the word bonita, like a female that was pretty, that would be bonita, and then the plural would be bonitas. So usually we say that when an adjective ends in an O, there are four forms. We have bonito, bonitos, bonita, and bonitas. Same thing here. Feminine adjectives ending in an A. So let's say that we had the word guapa, also means good looking, and the plural of that would be guapas. So we're just going to add our A. But say that we had a male that was guapo, that he was handsome, then the counterpart to that to make it plural would be guapos. So there's another example of the four forms. Adjectives ending in an E. So say that we had the word inteligente. Inteligente. Now these ones only have two forms. So we have inteligente and inteligentes. So we just have our singular and our plural. So if it were una mujer, a woman, it would be inteligente, una mujer inteligente, or un hombre inteligente. So that's your singular. But if we had the plural, then it would be los hombres inteligentes or las mujeres inteligentes. So say that we had an adjective that ends in a consonant, like the word difícil, difficult. This the same. Now that it ends in a consonant, we just have two forms. We have our singular and we have our plural. We have difíciles. So let's do some practice down here. So what we have to remember is we're going to look at the noun. So we have número uno, ella lleva zapatos. We're going to look at our word negro and we're going to decide, do we need to change it? So since zapatos is masculine and plural, we're going to change it to negros. So ella lleva zapatos negros. Número dos, mi amiga es muy. And then we want to say my friend is very pretty. So since bonito is in the masculine form, we want to change it to the feminine form to bonita. Mis padres son. My parents are. Mis padres son muy. And the adjective is simpático, but we need to change that because simpático does not match mis padres because that's plural. So we are going to change it to simpáticos, more than one. And for that one, remember, you have 4 forms. But since there's parents, masculine and feminine together, it would be the masculine plural version. Over here, we have su clase es inteligente. Her class is intelligent. So with the ones that end in E, we're either going to have inteligente or inteligentes. Since clase is singular, we're going to just put inteligente. So it's the same. Los pantalones son. So with azul, that's one of them that end in an L, like a consonant up here. We're going to have 2 forms, either azul or azules. Since pantalones is plural, then it's going to be azules. Los pantalones son azules. El chico es, the boy is. So our forms are going to be either guapo, guapos, guapa, or guapas. Since chico is masculine singular, it's going to stay guapo. El chico es guapo. La fruta. So here we have a feminine singular word. So instead of saying sabroso, we're going to change it to sabrosa. So you see how everything has to fit together like a puzzle. The la has to match the fruta to say the fruit. Es is your singular form of ser. And then sabrosa goes along with fruta to match. This one we have los cuadernos son muy. And our choice is grande or grandes. Because cuadernos is plural, we're going to say grandes. And the last one here, we have las computadoras son muy. And our word is antiguo. So our choices are antiguo, antiguos, antigua, or antiguas. So since computadoras is femenino y plural, then we're going to change it to antiguas. So this is just a little explanation of the forms of the adjectives and where to place them and how to decide which form to use. We'll be working in class more on this. Muchas gracias. If you have additional questions, please let me know.